Hey, should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got food already at home.
Yeah, but those leftovers are old.
I left them yesterday. Hey, did you see the dog park over there? I did. It reminds me. When did you find your hamster? What? First day. A little nervous here. Oh, look at all those people.
Stay on point. Keep your ass moving around the crowd. You'll be great.
So what happened to the lady that I took up?
Yeah.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, One of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
And to be fair, guys, MP's been subpar in these rivalry games. The intensity that you need to play in this atmosphere, it's been lacking. MP and his team have to figure out a way tonight to raise their level.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got MP. He's out there with Anderson. Walker Kessler is out there with Bailey.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
And Cousins kicks to Randall. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
MP, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Cousins gets it to go.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
And here's Edwards, following the three-pointer by MP. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
6 to shoot, to the middle, and Reed throws it down.
I think this is why you get Reed involved in screen and rolls. I mean, he's phenomenal at making the cut after setting the screen.
And here's MP for 3. The offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Cousins. He has 5, and Reed has it in the corner. Randall finds Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. That's 7 points here for Cousins.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
MP, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. McDaniels passes to Cousins. Off target from three-point range. Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. It's good. MP's got 11.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Reed with a screen on Anderson. For 3, Edwards hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Boy, that was quite a move, an ankle breaker for sure. And then he calmly knocked down the shot. Well done.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for MP. Timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Timberwolves leading by 12, so on the floor for Utah. MP out there with Anderson. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Markkanen. Pass to Berenger. Now Merrill. The three-pointer is right on target. Merrill's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's MP. 11 points in the game. Here's Anderson. No good from 18.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Randall, and the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Back to MP. Pulls up. A terrific shot on the turnaround. MP's got 13.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that arm. What a night he's had.
Randall passes to Thor. Stolen by Markkanen. Here we go, one-on-one. Simmons inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked, the art of setting a terrific screen.
Tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
Cousins, no good. Jazz trail by 13. Anderson passes to MP. No good on the three.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And the basket by Edwards.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Cousins. Three-pointer, Randall. The rebound by the Jazz. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And Edwards launches it from deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists in the game. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Utah.
He's got a nice groove going right now from the perimeter. 3 triples in the first quarter, and now he's made 3 more since.
Edwards looking it over to the left side wing. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jazz trail by 13. And here's MP for 3. And the 3 ball is good. MP's got 25 points in the game.
MP answering the call. There's a triple right back at you.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Randall kicks to Edwards. To the paint, here's Reed. Kessler with the rebound.
He went for a little something extra on that dunk, but the defense was right there. Boy, that's a heck of a stop.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly.
As former judges of the contest yourself, what's your main criteria when it comes to ranking the dunks?
Well, a good dunk should be like a good DJ set.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Jazz. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Rain. And it's Cousins in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The 3 ball. Another miss by MP. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Edwards. Cousins dishes to McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly from outside off the mark. The Jazz shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks is a man on a mission. He picked up 29 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He seemed to be everywhere out there, doing whatever he could to help his team. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And Kessler throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, there was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Outside, Reed. McDaniels passes to Cousins. Bangs home the trifecta. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
They get it back. Bailey with a wide-open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk. Some things over with the team, might be seeing something to adjust. The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Now a look at the stats for MP. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Cousins throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming, and coming and that they may not have an answer for it.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
1:41 left in the third. Here's Jukic. Kicks it out to MP from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Cousins. Three-pointer. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
Cousins, no good. Jazz trail by 7. Here's MP. Cousins pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
McDaniels outside. Randall with a screen for Cousins. Puts up a deep three. That shot, no good. The Jazz have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And here's MP for 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. So both teams changing it up. Shoots it, and he misses the J. Jazz trail by 5. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Anderson. He's out there with MP. Bailey out there with Walker Kessler. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Now Randall. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. McDaniels. The long shot, no good. Jazz trail by 6. MP. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Coming up big when they needed it most. MP. Big-time offensive play.
Reed. Oh, great touch off the pass.
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
Cousins against MP. Stolen by McDaniel. And a nice assist for the lay-in on the transition point.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
From outside, Bailey fires. Takes the 3, and down goes the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside Edwards. And it's Edwards, a 3 of his own.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
I'm not quite ready to go there yet, but it certainly sounds
good. Another from 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Edwards against Anderson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's Randall.
Boy, I love the energy from MP. He's an excellent defender. Some guys get distracted and put all their focus on the offensive end. Not the case with MP.
Let's lose a 3. Puts up the three. The shot is off. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Cousins. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Good game, MP.
So, let's talk about your passion projects, huh?
Yeah.
I know. And I've been working to put together the right staff on the business side of things. That's almost done. But what's the one thing any sports league needs to be successful?
Talent.
That's right.
Shake it, MP. There he is, man. Myth and legend.
Greetings, folks. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at the Trailblazers, a really frustrating season for them. They're looking forward to the draft. And checking out Utah, only a few spots below. The starters for Utah. We've got Walker Kessler. MP is out there with Bailey. And it's Anderson in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, it's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon, and it's Avdia in at the 3. And these rivalry games, always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
And I've been keeping my eye on MP. And you know, in the context of key rivalry games, he just has not lived up to his potential. Aside from a few moments, it's looking less and less like a rivalry. Unfortunately, his rivals are getting the better of him on a frequent basis.
And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
Here's Henderson. That shot is off. Good D by MP. Pass to Kessler. Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Here's Bailey. Nice D from Avdia. For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Portland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes a first. And so he hits both. The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And here's MP from outside. On target from range. MP's got 6.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
Henderson misses. Utah has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. A nice shot by MP.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's MP from outside. Hits the trifecta. 12 points for him.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Back to Henderson. The 3. It's hauled in by Anderson.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And here's MP from outside. From deep. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Outside Kamara. And they call an illegal screen here. Yeah, you want rim protection? We've got it right here. The leading shot blocker since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Kessler, a force on the defensive end. 3rd in the league in block shots.
Tough to take the ball inside against him. His focus right now is at another level.
A deep 3 from MP. And Clingan pulls it down. Blazers trail by 6. Howard with the ball. And Kessler picks him up defensively. Pass to Clingan. 3-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clingan with a screen. There's Howard with the 3. It's not going to go for him. Utah leading by 6. From deep, MP connects from downtown. MP's got 18 points in the game.
Guys, it is clear MP is feeling it, and the best way to keep that rolling is keep giving them the basketball.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Will it go? Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
40 seconds left to play in the first. Portland moving it around. Beyond the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Jazz leading by 7. Launches it. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. Here's Howard. An easy 2 on the layup.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
MP outside. Here's Kessler. And the layup is good off the glass.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
And so it's Utah closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter. Timeout. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. MP scanning the floor. Pass to Collier. A deep 3 from MP. Oh, another miss by MP.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
And for Utah, they've got MP. He's out there with Collier. And it's Bailey in at the 3, the small forward. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered in a major way. He contributed 20 points and his range was on full display. He was incredible, which at this point we've come to expect. Guys, he's always on a mission.
Great report there, Allie. You have to love the intensity he showed last time out.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight might be more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send two in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays so critical.
It's intercepted. Now, here's Howard. Defense right on him. Pass to Duncan. Henderson outside. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable. Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And here's MP from outside. Nice D from Henderson.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, just sensing the defensive overcommitment there. Avdia making them pay with the right time pass.
MP outside. 3-pointer. Portland with a rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Avdia, good.
I just love the ball movement.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
And here's MP from outside. Portland with a rebound. Klingen's got 4 rebounds in the game. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
MP shot is off.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Yep, that one's good. And it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And now the first timeout called here for Utah. And a chance here to check out some stats for Toumani Camara.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And it's Utah with the ball. 7-point differential. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Stolen by MP. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Camara.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Henderson. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
29 seconds left to play in the first half. MP way outside. MP nailing the long 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Henderson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. It's stolen by Henderson. A deep 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers up 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, let's get back to our game featuring Portland. That first half was pretty even.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace.
Thanks, as always.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Henderson in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And here's MP from outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Sharp. Portland moving it around. Henderson. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And here's MP from outside. Sinks the tray. MP's got 30 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Klingon. Henderson against MP from 18 feet away. And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Klingon.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And again, it's Scoot Henderson. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Jazz trail by 10. From deep, MP. They grab their own miss. Anderson can't get it to go.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Avdia can't get it to go. Utah has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. Outside Sharp. Fires the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Jazz trail by 9. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. The Trailblazers have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. The shot by Howard, no good. Howard's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Kessler a screen. Anderson passes to MP. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Always a plus to have forwards who can dish it. A look at the top assist numbers for small forwards. Third is Deni Avdija.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Howard, the pass to Henderson. Free throw line jumper. Nice jump shot. Henderson's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
MP outside. And again for three.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Duncan. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Duncan's got 9.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Henderson outside. Takes the 3. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
And here's MP from outside. Portland grabs the miss.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on?
And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Trailblazers. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to...
Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Bailey, Walker Kessler out there with MP, and it's Anderson in a shooting guard.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so MP will bring it up for Utah. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Offensive board. Bailey, the pass to MP. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for 2nd for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Avdija outside. Back to Sharp. Clock at 6. Henderson outside. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
MP with it, and Kamara picks him up defensively. From deep, MP. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Trailblazers.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. Connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new 2nd-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Both teams will make substitutions. And for Utah, they're shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot, no good. Covered by MP. And here's Clingan. Pass to Howard. Clingan with a screen. Back to Howard. Second shot opportunity. No good. A bit long that time. On offense, here's Utah. Pulls it. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jalen Williams.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, MP out there with Anderson. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Bailey. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Christie. Jalen Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Sorber in at the center, filling out the middle. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
And I think MP's intention in setting that goal was really to motivate his teammates. And it might have had an adverse effect. They have really struggled to find success against their rivals. MP might want to keep his next goal a little more private. You know the phrase, don't poke the bear.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury. Well, the defense tries to collapse on MP's drive, but he just refuses to back out.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now, here's MP. His last outing, he had 24 points. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. Back to Anderson for the 3. The Thunder pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Brendan Boston's checked in for Max Christie. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. MP outside. From past the arc. Sorber with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Pass GA, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Out to the right wing. The 3 from MP. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
SGA against MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you... Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Taking a look at the Jazz. Anderson is out there with MP. Then it's Simmons. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4 spot. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He dropped 24 points and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's MP following the score by Oklahoma City. To the inside, over Williams. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's good. Christie's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Inside and stolen by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Wagner's got it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Brandon Boston. Now, here's SGA. Following the miss by MP. Back to Wagner. Clock at 6. Fires the three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
MP kicks to Anderson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the paint, here's Jukic, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, nice pass by Kessler. He is the consummate team guy.
Pass to Holmgren. No good on the triple. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Anderson. Good. Nice job down low. And it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Back to Wagner. Lets it go from deep. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Bailey. Back to MP. Launches a three. Here's Kessler. And it's blocked. Wagner outside. SGA passes to Christie. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Another miss by MP.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Jazz leading by a point. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Let me tell you guys, there's nothing better than playing well on the road and hearing that silence.
Yeah, in many ways, they've looked like the more comfortable team. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here is Anderson. Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Christie. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Sorber in at the 5 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. And Greg, is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go, man.
Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And G.A. with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season from 20 feet out. A putback. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Christie. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you. And trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. The Jazz with another miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And we've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
And the Jazz call time here.
And checking out the stats for Jalen Williams. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. 5 on the clock. Again, the Thunder score.
Doing his thing with that midi. Williams assertive when it comes to looking for his shot.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Pass to Holmgren. From deep, SGA.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Brendan Boston's checked in for the Thunder. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he makes the first.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Both free throws good from SGA.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
MP against SGA. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Thunder in 4th.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Count that bucket. Sorber's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Simmons against Williams. Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. 3 on the clock. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They need this. And again for 3.
And that 3-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg, and the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember. SGA's shot is good.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. Outside Williams. Over Bailey. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. They get it back, and he jams it in.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Outside, SGA.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
MP fires. The response triple. Answers back.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points. Doesn't get that one. Jazz trail by 11. MP. And get the three.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now Williams. Outside, SGA. The three doesn't go. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. MP misses the three.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Thunder.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Williams.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Holmgren for three. It misses.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that...
What's up, MP?
What's up?
You all done with the off-season work?
Looking good, MP.